The film opens by introducing us to a reality where Kang, a man at the pinnacle of his acting career, enjoys widespread fame and substantial wealth, allowing him to afford any luxury he desires. However, his success has brought about a hint of arrogance, and he begins to consider himself extraordinarily fortunate. Kang resides in a lavish apartment and is frequently seen with his manager Jo Yoon. Jo Yoon had once aspired to be an actor, but failing to land any roles, he eventually gave up his dreams to become Kang's manager. During a glamorous film festival one evening, Kang receives the prestigious Best Male Actor award. As he stands before the audience to deliver his acceptance speech, he reflects on his humble beginnings. He shares how he started in a tiny house with nothing to his name but a passion for acting. Through perseverance and hard work, he gradually rose to stardom. Meanwhile, a woman named Soo Hyun is watching the award ceremony on television. Soo Hyun, Kang's ex-girlfriend, knew him before his rise to fame when they were both aspiring actors in a loving relationship. However, as Kang's career took off and he became enveloped in the world of celebrity, he ended their relationship, leaving Soo Hyun behind as he embraced his new life of fame. Recently, Soo Hyun moved back to Seoul from New York to open her own art exhibition. On the night of December 24th, after an event, Kang and his manager Jo Yoon were heading to their car. Jo Yoon suggested going home, but Kang proposed they visit a bar instead. This bar was a place Kang used to frequent before he became famous. As they sat in the bar, they reminisced about old times. They shared memories of when they both auditioned for acting roles together. Kang succeeded in the final round, while Jo Yoon gave up acting, partly blaming his focus on his girlfriend at the time. Jo Yoon joked that if he had prioritized his career over his relationship, he might have been successful like Kang. This conversation made Kang think about the past, particularly about breaking up with Soo Hyun right there at that bar 10 years ago. Shortly after that breakup, Kang's acting career took off. Feeling nostalgic and a bit overwhelmed, Kang and Jo Yoon decided to leave for another bar. However, realizing Kang was too drunk, Jo Yoon put him in a taxi to send him home safely instead. During the ride, the taxi driver was excited to have a famous actor in his cab, a first for him. He asked Kang if he was happy with all his wealth. Kang confessed he was unsure about what made him happy. The driver shared his view that money alone isn't enough for happiness. There are many other things in life that bring joy. This conversation left Kang feeling unsettled as he reflected on his life choices. As the taxi journey progresses, the driver suddenly poses a peculiar question to Kang. If he had the opportunity to alter his past, what changes would he make? This question strikes a chord with Kang, as it becomes evident that despite the years and his success, he still harbors feelings for Soo Hyun and regrets how their relationship ended. Soon after, Kang dozes off in the taxi. When he wakes, he finds himself in a completely unfamiliar setting, a different house. To his astonishment, two children rush up to him, calling him Dad. Moments later, the mother of the children appears, revealing herself to be none other than Soo Hyun. Overwhelmed and confused, Kang struggles to grasp the situation. Soo Hyun, perceiving his distress, assumes he's heavily intoxicated, which is why he's disoriented and anxious. Kang, desperate for answers, steps outside to call Jo Yoon for help, but his phone has no service. Frustrated, he decides to return to his luxurious apartment for clarity. However, upon arrival, the security guards do not recognize him, adding to his confusion. When he attempts to enter the apartment, a man emerges, questioning Kang's presence. In a state of panic, Kang barges into the apartment, frantically searching for something familiar. The situation escalates quickly, as the man, misunderstanding the scenario, assumes Kang is having an affair with his wife and calls for the guards. Kang tries desperately to convince everyone that he is a famous actor and that this is his apartment, but no one recognizes him or believes his claims. After a bewildering sequence of events, Kang is escorted to the police station, where officers verify the ownership of the apartment through their database, only to confirm that it does not belong to Kang. This revelation deepens his despair, as he realizes his entire life appears to have been altered overnight. While at the station, Soo Hyun arrives, attempting to sort out the situation and take Kang home. Misunderstanding his insistence that she is not his wife, Soo Hyun becomes hurt and thinks Kang is expressing a desire to divorce her. The police share with her that Kang claims to be a renowned actor and seems disoriented and confused about his surroundings. Once they leave the police station, Soo Hyun, overwhelmed by emotion and Kang's denial of their marriage, slaps him in frustration. At that moment, Kang spots a taxi nearby, which triggers a memory of the taxi driver from the previous night, the point at which his life inexplicably changed. Back at their home, Kang meets his daughter Ruhi and admits to Soo Hyun that he believes he has lost his memory, complicating his grasp on their apparent life together. Despite these personal conflicts, Soo Hyun has plans to meet friends after her art class and instructs Kang to stay home with the children. Kang, however, feels a pressing need to uncover the truth behind his altered reality. He suggests hiring a babysitter to look after the children while he investigates, retaliates, but Soo-hyun counters that they haven't even managed to pay their house rent, questioning where the funds for a babysitter would come from. Kang, desperate to unravel the mystery of his life shift, takes his children to the taxi company, hoping to find the driver from the previous night. However, the manager there informs him that no such driver works for the company, deepening Kang's confusion. Returning home, Kang seeks answers from his children, who tell him he is indeed an actor, but only a minor one, not the celebrity he remembers being. That night, when Soo-hyun returns, Kang tries to explain his situation. He tells her that, in his original reality, he was a famous actor, but something changed after he got into a taxi the previous night. Soo-hyun dismisses his story as nonsensical drunken ramblings. Despite feeling out of place, Kang attempts to adjust to his current life as a family man. One evening, Soo-hyun reminds him of a scheduled shoot for a movie on Mystic TV, a channel known for low-quality films. At the shoot, Kang's impressive performance surprises his family, who are thrilled to see his talent in action. After the shoot, Kang receives a call from his friend, Woo-hee, who asks him to promote her theater performance. Through Woo-hee, Kang learns that he also works in theater, not just film. Kang then inquires about Jo-yoon, discovering that in this reality, Jo-yoon is a successful actor, busy with a new movie's promotion. Curious, Kang watches Jo-yoon's movie and realizes their lives have somehow switched roles. He visits Jo-yoon at his office, where Jo-yoon, recognizing Kang, invites him to dinner. During their meal, Kang learns about a pivotal moment that changed their destinies. In this reality, Kang didn't attend the final auditions that launched Jo-yoon's acting career because Soo-hyun had plans to move to New York, and Kang chose to follow her, abandoning his acting aspirations. Consequently, Jo-yoon became a celebrated actor, and Kang settled into a life as a family man. Sometime later, Kang has a heartfelt conversation with Soo-hyun, acknowledging that he left his acting career behind for her. Their relationship begins to improve, and one evening, Kang and his friend Woo-hee perform in a theater play. Jo-yoon also attends the performance but appears quite tired throughout the evening. After the show, a generous Jo-yoon takes Kang and Woo-hee out for dinner, handing over his credit card so they can enjoy whatever they like from the menu. Later, he takes some food home from the restaurant. The following day, Kang receives a visit from his mother in this alternate reality. Unlike the distant figure he remembered, his mother here is simple and humorous. Before she leaves, she hands him some money and offers her blessings, hopeful that he will one day become a successful actor. Kang soon attends another audition, where he delivers a compelling performance. However, the director admits he initially considered Jo-yoon for the role. During their encounter, Jo-yoon reveals that he intentionally skipped the audition to give Kang a chance to shine. Recognizing Kang's financial struggles and the fact he wasn't selected, Jo-yoon suggests that Kang work as his manager. Kang politely declines the offer, reaffirming his determination to make it as an actor, not as someone's manager. The next morning, Kang finds that Soo-hyun is out, so he spends time with his children at the playground. During their play, his daughter Ruhai encourages him, saying that he might not be a famous actor now, but he could be in the future. She even teaches him how to give autographs, playing into his aspirations. Unfortunately, the playful day takes a turn when Ruha, Kang's son, falls and injures himself. Kang rushes him to the hospital, where they unexpectedly run into Soo-hyun. Kang discovers that Soo-hyun has been working at a convenience store, leaving home early each morning without telling him. This revelation upsets him, as he had no idea she was struggling financially. Frustrated and concerned, Kang checks their bank balance at an ATM and realizes they don't have enough to cover the hospital bills. Faced with their dire financial situation, Kang decides to accept Jo-yoon's previous offer and takes up the position of his manager, believing he can leverage his vast experience from his previous reality to guide Jo-yoon effectively. As Kang settles into his new role, he proves to be a valuable asset on set, even assisting Jo-yoon with his lines. One day, during a particularly challenging shoot, Jo-yoon struggles with his lines, prompting the director's frustration. In a surprising turn of events, the director asks Kang to step in for Jo-yoon. Kang delivers an exceptional performance that impresses both the director and the crew. His family, who come to watch him act, are equally astonished and proud of his talent. Kang's acting career begins to flourish, significantly improving his family's financial situation. His newfound success allows him to move his family into a larger apartment. However, Soo-hyun feels nostalgic about their old home, filled with memories of their children growing up. Kang tries to reassure her that the move is meant to provide a better life for her and their children, but he also realizes that wealth and fame are not the sole components of happiness. Reflecting on his life late one night, while unable to sleep, Kang goes to watch his children sleep. In this quiet moment, he understands that the happiness he experiences with his family in this reality is what he truly values. He realizes that despite having wealth in his previous life, he lacked the supportive presence of loved ones. Now, with his role in a drama alongside Woo-hee concluding, Kang has gained not only a fan base, but also the respect of directors who acknowledge his superior acting skills compared to Jo-yoon. A director even suggests that Kang is so adept that he should consider taking on Jo-yoon Joo-yoon's managerial role, highlighting Kang's full-circle journey from an actor to a manager and back to a successful actor. Kang's life takes a turn for the better, and he becomes widely recognized for his acting skills. Despite his fame, he still works as Joo-yoon's personal manager. At an award show, Joo-yoon gives a heartfelt speech, crediting Kang for his success and even declaring that Kang is the better actor. After the show, the two friends visit their old favorite bar. There, Joo-yoon shares his idea for a new drama movie and wants Kang to co-star with him. However, Kang politely declines, explaining that he doesn't want to be away from his family. During this conversation, Joo-yoon also confesses his feelings for Woo-hee, who is known for her tomboyish personality. Leaving the bar, Kang gets into a taxi and is surprised to find the same driver from before. The driver reveals that he only has a few hours left before returning to his reality and confesses that he is actually Kang's father, who passed away years ago. He expresses regret for not spending enough time with his family and shares his own struggles with work, similar to Kang's. This emotional revelation deeply affects Kang, who had few interactions with his father. Kang returns home immediately and shares a warm embrace with his children. After putting them to bed, he spends time with Soo-yoon, who shows him an old photo of him standing with his dad. That night, Kang sleeps beside Soo-yoon and wakes up the next morning back in his original reality. Curious about Soo-yoon, he asks Joo-yoon about her art exhibition, which is still ongoing. Joo-yoon gives him the address and encourages Kang to audition again. At the exhibition, Kang sees a painting depicting the home where he lived with his family in the alternate reality. Soo-hyun arrives, and Kang takes her to the house from the painting, where he opens up about his regrets and apologizes to her. Soo-hyun forgives him, and the movie concludes on this reconciliatory note. So what did you think of this journey through an alternate reality? Did you enjoy the video? If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. I'll be back soon with another great movie. Until then, take care and keep watching. Thank you.